Thoughts to build on by KOPMEYER, 27. Chapter 27. A Wall and Two Roads. When Robert Frost, my favorite poet, was asked to explain one of his poems, he replied, "What do you want me to do? Say it over in was English." Such language. And from one of the men who used our language best of all. "No, Mr. Frost, we don't want you to say it over in was English. But I want to say it over. Not that you didn't make it clear, but because it needs repeating again and again. Besides, I'm much more experienced in saying things in was English than you were. Now that poem you wrote about a wall. You said, before I built a wall, I'd ask to know what I was walling in and walling out. Something there is that doesn't love a wall, that wants it down." And your neighbor replied that, "Good fences make good neighbors." I've been wondering about that. Did the Great Wall of China make good neighbors? Did the Maginot Line in France, a sort of inverted wall, built down instead of up, make good neighbors? Did the Berlin Wall make good neighbors? Then I've been wondering about my own wall. You see, I live in Cherokee Gardens, a beautiful place where it would be highly improper to build a wall of brick or stone. So we build walls of tall, green, flowering shrubs. Gives us privacy. You know, I can relax outdoors in the warm sun and read or write books without the distraction of seeing children at play or their little puppy dogs trotting from somewhere to nowhere and back again. Of course I can hear the children's voices and laughter, but I never quite find out who gets to be Batman and who is Robin. And I can't see where Hunter, that's a dog, hides the bones I put outside my wall for him. So, Mr. Frost, I can understand why, in your poem, you couldn't quite agree with your neighbor who firmly insisted, "Good fences make good neighbors." With you? I wonder, do they? Then, Mr. Frost, there's that poem you wrote about the two roads, which diverged in a yellow wood. Being only one traveler, long you stood and looked down each as far as you could. Then you took one, as each of us must when we are so often faced in life with the choice between two roads, knowing, as you did, that we shall never come back. Yes, Mr. Frost, we all guide our own lives by the paths we choose. It is a choice we often have to make. And each choice is important, too, because, as you said, knowing that way leads on to way. Our decision is final. We must be very careful in choosing our paths, because someday we will look back on all those choices and say with you, "That has made all the difference."